So this man made my wife cry recently. So many of you know, or you might not know, but my wife and I started to offer free ATM processing, and we sell ATM machines and wireless routers and monthly data plans for them. And what happened was a gentleman, he bought my really inexpensive training, which was great, so he could learn the process. And then he bought an ATM from us and a wireless router from us, of course got free processing from us. And my wife handles all of that stuff. So one day, recently, very recently, I would say the end of February, this gentleman wrote an email to us. And it was this super, super sweet email, right? He, very touching, heartwarming, okay? He was talking about how his father passed away 2 years ago, and he's from Jamaica, and his mom and his little brother are back home. And since his dad passed away, he kind of took on the role as kind of like the man of the family, right? And you know, helping his brother and with money and bills and whatnot with his mom as well. And he was just sharing all that, and he sent us an email to thank us for helping him start an ATM business and have the ability to now generate passive income. And that in turn is going to have the ability to change the trajectory of his life and his entire family's life, like especially like his little brother, right? Because obviously you grow up, you know, I honestly don't know how life is in Jamaica, but you grow up. Let's talk about United States. You grow up thinking you have to have a job to generate income, right? And a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. But now his little brother is going to see what big brother is doing, and he's showing him that he can generate income that doesn't rely on anybody else, right? So he was very thankful and appreciative that we helped him start his ATM business. So I was like, oh, that's so sweet, you know, and I wrote him back, you know. I was like, let me show this to my wife, because she didn't get the email. I got it before her. So I sent it to her. Well, I didn't send it to her. I said, hey, babe, did you read this email? And she's like, no. And I said, well, read it. And so she reads it and starts crying. And I'm like, babe, why are you crying? And she goes on to say, you know, oh my God, that was so touching. I can't believe, you know, he sent us that email. That was so sweet of him to send that email. And, you know, she said that it's just unbelievable to her that we have the ability to impact not only people's lives, but their families' lives so much just by the little things that we do, right? Just offering an inexpensive ATM training, or selling an ATM, offer free processing, you know, helping them with the paperwork, helping them understand and program their ATM. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she said. She said that she was just so blown away by the fact that someone could feel this way with us helping them. And I smiled because, you know, I wanted her to feel that feeling, because I said to her, you know, babe, I've been getting emails like this since 2011. And she was like, you have? And she knows I have, because every once in a while I'll share one with her, but not all the time, you know. And she's like, you really do? You really have gotten emails like this since then? I'm like, yeah, babe. And she's like, wow. And I said, it feels pretty awesome, doesn't it? She's like, yeah, it really does. And, you know, even if you're in an ATM business, you think you're just making passive income, you know, you're making money, but you're doing so much more. And the same thing with my wife and I, whether we're training people or we're helping them, you know, with their ATMs, the processing, or what have you. I've known this for a long time, but it felt so amazing for my wife to finally know that. And for her birthday was February 28th, I put on a special in her honor. My ATM mentorship program, which is generally anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. No lie. I'm sure there's people on this page, you can read comments from them at some point that have joined it. $5,000 to $10,000 is what I normally would sell it for. But what I did in honor of my wife having this revelation is that I gave an amazing offer on my ATM mentorship program, which really is my full-blown ATM mentorship program. The only thing it didn't include, of course, you know, obviously an ATM is not included and a wireless router is not included. If you want to learn more about that, click that link below. Click the link and you can learn about that. So great, awesome deal, right? And $497, by the way. And if I would have told, here's the big aha. If I would have told my wife 2 weeks ago, hey babe, I'm going to sell my $5,000 and $10,000 mentorship program for less than $500, she would have had a shit attack and been like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Right? Because I've been selling it like that for years, that price point. And it didn't even include an ATM and a wireless router, right? People would pay $6,000 to $8,000 for just mentorship. Of course, it's been tweaked throughout the years. Sometimes it included an ATM and a router, sometimes it didn't. But what have you. But that was the price point, $5,000 to $10,000. Okay, so she would have been like, "Well, what is wrong with you?" But now she gets it. Now she understands the feeling. Now she understands what I'm doing, what she's doing, what we're doing with you, for you, right? So when I told her about this special I was doing for her birthday, she didn't bat an eye. She didn't care. She's like, oh, that's great. So what I decided to do, my wife cried. Some guy made my wife cry, and it benefits you because that is my new mentorship price moving forward. That's it, right? Less than $500. My full-blown mentorship. I know. Why would you do that, Carey? Well, because I make my money from the ATMs. I actually make my money from the ATMs. We live a pretty good life. There's actually a lot of reasons. The big one is the one I just shared with you about my wife and how she finally gets this feeling and gets it and understands it. I'm tired of people getting scammed and screwed over. Okay, that's why I started to sell a $27 training, right? Because I was really tired of people taking advantage of other folks that want to start an ATM business. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to give my entire ATM mentorship, like literally the entire thing. I'm not kidding. The entire mentorship, right? It's not, taking a piece here and a piece there and a piece here and putting it all together. It's the entire thing, okay? All of it for $497, including coaching calls, including student-only Facebook group. Yes, it's real. It's real. $497 is the new price moving forward. I don't foresee myself ever changing that. I might, I don't know, but for right now, this is how I'm feeling because I think y'all deserve it. And I'm tired of people, I'm going to put a link up here. I'm tired of people trying to screw you over, trying to suck you in with that whole automation shit, right? And we saw what happened with this up here. One of these dudes, right? I don't want you to fall for that stuff anymore. I don't want you to feel like you have to do that stuff anymore, okay? I don't want you to fall for these guys that, I'm going to give you a location. I'm going to find your locations. Come on, stop it. I don't want you to fall for these people that you see on other social media platforms that I see firsthand. They're not compliant in how they're placing their ATMs, and that could get them most likely put out of business. And so they have no business teaching you. So I don't want you to fall for these people anymore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make my entire mentorship affordable. I already made a training affordable, $27. $27 for a simple 9-step process to have a successful ATM business. $27. Can't beat that. I made that affordable because of all that. Now I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them the whole freaking shebang. Let's go. Okay? Interested? Click below. You don't have to there's no phone call. There's no talking to me. There's no, let's schedule a phone call. Let's do an app. Click the link below. You can get my mentorship program and you get instant access to the trainings. Okay. And then we have weekly coaching calls on Monday, and then you get access to the student-only Facebook group too. What are you waiting for? Let's go. If you have ever remotely been interested in either my mentorship program or just the ATM business in general to generate you consistent monthly passive income and big chunks of cash in small time frames, now's the time, baby. This is your sign. So click below. Let's go. I look forward to working with you and helping you crush it. But do me a favor. Okay, this is an insane deal. It's an awesome deal. If you take advantage of it, promise me you're going to send me an email so I can show my wife. right? Let's make her cry again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. A joke. Anyway, click the link below. Let's go. I'd love to work with you. Have a great day, and may you live happily off of passive income.